stop what you're doing. Okay, calm down. Welcome to Movie Club. I'm Elliott Morgan.
Joe Beretta.
This week we watched Bronson.
It was awesome.
Prison was brilliant. Oh, I loved it. It was exciting, on the edge. It was madness at its very best.
So in case you didn't know, Movie Club goes like this. We watch movies on Netflix like Bronson, and then you do as well, and then you send us your responses and you say crazy, fun, cool stuff like this.
Hi guys, today I'm reviewing the film Bronson.
Or as I like to call it, Bronson.
Also known as England's most infamous and most violent prisoner.
I don't know about this.
The first time I saw it, it just devastated me.
Bronson was directed by Nicolas Winding Refn, who might sound familiar because he also directed Drive. Hey, there's a link in the description if you want to watch the other movie club that we did on Drive, which was really
talked
cool.
about Drive. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was fun. I wasn't there. And so this is Nicolas Winding Refn, who's known for doing like these really fancy, artsy films, but then he injects crazy amounts of gratuitous violence.
Yeah, well, they're not like artsy in a boring way. They're artsy in like he comes at movies in a manner that isn't being done right now by anybody but him.
Yeah.
He was known for doing Valhalla Rising, and then he did this, and then he did Drive.
Yeah, and now he has other things that are lined up with Ryan Gosling, so you can see, it'll be interesting to see his career, sort of, how it changes. But anyway, back to Bronson. Bronson stars Tom Hardy, who is freaking incredible.
It's amazing. As far as a performance goes, it's one of the best performances I've ever seen.
His performance in Bronson was so good that it had me empathizing with a guy who was violent and crazy, and I didn't think that was possible.
He was absolutely perfect. Like, the intensity with which he played this role with is just amazing.
Altogether, it's fucking brilliant. His acting in this film, I really loved it. I love the accent. I love the way that he could switch on that psychotic thing that we're normally used to seeing, you know, that hearty laugh that just goes straight silent, straight face, looking straight at the camera.
Brilliant acting.
He's a very interesting character, and Tom Hardy takes the performance to some amazing places. It's true, Tom Hardy's done a lot of other work, but this movie is going to be the movie that people look at 20, 30 years from now when Tom Hardy's a legend like Nicholson or Pacino, and they look back at it and they say, well, that was the moment he distinguished himself as a performer on a level above his peers.
Hey, if you don't know who Tom Hardy is, trust us, you know who Tom Hardy is. He's gonna be Bane.
You know.
But he was also, let's run through this real quick. He was in Band of Brothers, Black Hawk Down, Layer Cake. Also, Inception, Rock'n'Rolla, Lawless, Warrior, Tinker, Tailor, Soldier Spy, everything. And he's also gonna be Mad Max, apparently. I just learned that by looking at this. He's gonna be Mad frickin' Max. One of the more fun parts about this movie is that Bronson just loves to cause trouble. He likes to create dialogue. He wants people to talk about him. And one of the ways he does that, and he also enjoys fighting a lot. So one of the ways he brings all those things together is that he would take hostages in the prison and then would strip naked, grease himself up,
completely black,
just get psyched up, and then would fight 10 guards at once. And that's how he passed his time. Oh, it should be noted, out of that 34 years in prison when this movie was made. He was in there that long. 30 of those years was in solitary confinement.
All there was it was just a guy fighting. Like, if I wanted to do that, I could just watch the ESPN fighting channel thing. I don't know.
This guy is an awful and violent person, but somehow he makes you still want to be on his side. Because really, I liked him, and I did not like any of the other characters in this movie.
It's just a barrage on the senses.
Yeah, it's you never pay attention at all. You can like pop the popcorn and then just completely zone out and watch the craziness.
And I think one of the reasons we seem like we were so enthralled with the movie is because, yes, we were watching Tom Hardy be Bronson, but he was also being a real human being.
Yeah.
There's a guy in the world right now did these things.
And you think about it because you hear about these people that just want to be famous so bad, and like people will do anything to become famous. And this guy did everything to become famous.
And he is. He is famous. I wouldn't say he's the most famous person in Britain, but he's considered the most famous prisoner in British history.
In the beginning of the movie, he's sent to prison. He gets in trouble all the time. At the end of the movie, he's in prison, gets in trouble all the time.
The whole time you think, okay, well, this has got to be building up to something, right? Wrong. It's not. There's no story. It's a movie that doesn't really go anywhere.
There was no plot line to it. I did not like this movie at all.
This is a movie starring Tom Hardy, so if you're wondering who else is in it, it's pretty much just Tom Hardy.
Yeah, it's a one-man show, which is interesting with the whole one-man show that he does within the movie. There might be commentary on the movie itself. It's constant Bronson all the time.
All Bronson all the time.
Yeah.
Welcome to Bronson.
Yeah, a lot of close-ups, a lot of just like his crazy face. Yep. They're dragging him away at numerous times, and he's just smiling straight at the camera. That's the other thing. He breaks the fourth wall, it seems like a lot. A lot of that that inner narration that comes off on the one-man stage. He's kind of doing that in the movie parts too, because he will literally be in a fight or being dragged away or just being crazy by himself in a cell, and he'll look at the camera and just do that creepy smile with his awesome mustache.
So there are no other notable characters in this movie.
It's not Bronson and friends.
It's not Bronson versus someone else.
The world. It's just Bronson.
Just a pelting of Bronson
all over.
So the actors: Tom Hardy, Tom Hardy, Tom Hardy, and Tom Hardy. Just a lot of Tom Hardy going on.
There's not a single character in this entire movie that I related to or liked.
Favorites. What's your favorite stuff, Elliott?
My favorite part was when he was doing the one-man show and he divided his face in half and he would turn and then turn and then turn and then turn. From just a performance level, the fact that he went from character to character instantly and it's all in one shot is insane. I can't fathom how it's so good.
I just like the raw emotion and energy that Tom Hardy brought to the role. Every time that Bronson is on camera, there's always a dedication to the physicality, to the character, to the moment. You never think that's Tom Hardy or that's an actor playing this guy. You think, Bronson is crazy. That is real life Bronson that I'm watching right now.
It's basically insane. Like, truly, the definition of insane. The state of being seriously or mentally ill.
There's a lot of times in the movie where you wonder if he actually is crazy or not.
What the fuck? Is Charlie crazy? Oh.
He's just crazy. Just absolutely insane.
Okay, final thoughts. I don't think this movie is for everybody, but I think it's a movie that everybody should see just because it's so off the beaten path of what's being made these days. Like Drive kind of was. The director's just great. I'm gonna watch it again. I'll probably buy it. Tom Hardy is awesome.
I didn't like this movie as much as I liked Drive because I thought Drive was freaking fantastic, but I like the fact that every movie from Nicolas Winding Refn just seems to be getting kind of weird, but also kind of better. He's finding that nice balance between like the cool Hollywood movie like he did with Drive and just the craziness of, say, like Valhalla Rising or something. That being said, yeah, I agree that this movie is not for everybody, but it is so incredibly weird that it's fun to watch. I can't say that like I was entirely captivated the entire time because I felt like it got to the point where I was like,
But you couldn't look away.
I couldn't look away, and I was so accustomed. I was watching it thinking, why am I not like enjoying this more? And it was really because I'm so used to seeing some big plot twist or some huge storytelling device used, and it wasn't, and I was okay with that, but it was still kind of weird, and it was something that you have to kind of get past if you're gonna watch the movie.
All there is about this guy goes to prison. That's it. He went to prison.
I find this movie really interesting because it actually put you in the mindset of a sociopath.
The things I really liked about the film was the way he talked to the camera, straight into the camera, at the very beginning in the dark, and there's like a very little bit of light on him, and he just stares into the camera. He's like all smiley.
But even the most amazing acting couldn't save this movie. It's just a flat story that goes nowhere.
One of the things I found disappointing was that we had to see Tom Hardy's dick, and nobody wanted to see Tom Hardy's dick.
I also haven't seen this much penis in a movie since, what's that one with the blue penis? What's it called? Like, The Watchmen, that's what it's called. I haven't seen this much penis since The Watchmen.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
There she is. Wow. Hey guys, this is the part of the show where we usually tell you what we're going to watch and review next week, but I have to tell you that Movie Club is going to go on hiatus.
And it's not because we haven't absolutely loved doing Movie Club. It's been awesome. We just have so many other projects coming up, like VidCon and Comic-Con, as well as a bunch of other projects that we have to focus on and make sure it's awesome. And you're going to be part of that as well.
Yes.
And guys, don't worry. The new Movie Thing show is still happening on Phil's channel, so you'll be able to get your movie fix that way.
Yeah, we'd like to thank you guys. It's been amazing sharing this with you, and we couldn't have done it without you. So thank you very, very much. And it's not... Hiatus doesn't mean it's gone away forever. It just means that we have amazing, awesome things coming up. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Look,
thank
we
you.
came on to a fork in the road. We're just going to take a little journey this way, and you're going to take it with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're all a fellowship.
All right.
We're good.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so we
what's
should
up?
probably...
Steve!